What would make Horde mode perfect for you? So, I'm not gonna lie, I am super excited for Horde mode. That is something I can see myself spending a lot of time with. There used to be a Horde mode for Gears of War 3, and definitely spent a lot of time on that. And I just like the combat much better in Space Marine compared to Gears of War. For whatever reason, probably the melees. But yeah, I'm excited for the Horde mode. I can't wait to see what they have in store for us. But yeah, let's check out to see what the community kind of wants from it. Let me know in the comments what you want from the Horde mode, or at least expect from it. And yeah, let's see what they're talking about here. What would everyone want out of Horde mode, aside from wave-based gameplay? Personally, would love an intro and outro cutscene to each map, victory failure. Yeah, at the very least, that would be nice. You know, give us a little bit of a, give us some scenery, you know? Different intro spawn routes for the Horde. So, say there's 3 intros in, but each time you start around, it's randomized where they come out of. Maybe the last wave of all spawn points are active. Okay, so I don't know what they mean 3 intros in. I don't want an intro for every round. Holy cow. Yeah, but yeah, definitely different spawns. You know, make sure nothing's too samey. I'd love to have your standard map, but also 1 or 2 maps where you have to traverse through and complete objectives. A bit like an operation, but smaller in nature and with a lot more enemies. Okay, yeah, I can see what you mean. Kind of like, so Operation 6 at the end, like with the train. There's moments in that where you have to take control of a spot. I would like some of that. To be honest, I would like to see that just so people aren't, you know, going out doing their own thing. We're kind of, you know, there's at least an objective we kind of have to have some teamwork in. Because once people just start doing their own thing in Horde mode, that's when we're gonna fail. Horde mode, you have to stick together as much as possible. The more you climb, basically. Basic things like hold the line as the gates are closing, allowing civilians the guard to escape. Okay, dude, at the very least, I really like what they're cooking here. Just like little things like this is gonna be great for, you know, the atmosphere of Warhammer. Defend the array dishes while they align, and would absolutely love a 6-man team too. Okay, did they confirm any of our, like how deep our team's gonna be for Horde mode? I'm not sure. 6-man could be a little greedy. Something like 4-man, I feel like would be fine. But could you imagine 6-man and they have like class restrictions? Yeah, that's where I feel like that's where people would start complaining. But that would be kind of cool, though. Just see one of each class in the Horde mode. That would be kind of cool. I do see the appeal to that. I'd also rather have a kill as many until you die arena, where after completing so many waves of Tyranids, it continues to throw bonus waves at you. No supplies are dropped once you've reached this, and it's just a matter of attrition. Yeah, maybe for like a hard mode thing, but okay, let's... I feel like for Horde mode, as long as we get infinite waves, or at least, you know, something like that, the difficulty will be there, you know? So I'm more concerned with how it contributes to the atmosphere of Warhammer. It would be kind of disappointing, not even as far as the intros and outros go, but it would be kind of disappointed if it was just the classes, you know, in an area and just Tyranids. Like, something like civilians, you know, saving them, that would be kind of cool. But yeah, pretty much something like that. Dude, I'm super excited. They could honestly just do whatever they want for Horde mode, and I think we would be happy because it's going to be a full new mode. But yeah, let's see the community's thoughts on Horde mode. Interactive environment. Yeah, I gotta say, I think the environment for the Horde mode is one of the most important things. Optional objectives that get automated, defense turrets online. Oh, that would be cool if we got to see more equipment, more, you know, like armory. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, I would love to see some defense turrets or something like that. Call artillery strikes and Valkyrie bombing runs? Okay. That would be cool to see. See, exactly. There's so many different ways they can improve this Horde mode, man. Dude, I'm super excited. Spawn fortifications and guard allies reinforcements, etc. Yeah, so I agree with all this. Let's not just have Horde mode just be us shooting enemies and meleeing them. Let's definitely get some turrets in there. Something that, I don't know, just feels like an extra buff. You know, that would be cool. That would be cool. definitely give us like more of a army vibe rather than just 4 Marines, or at least and just some artillery behind us. That would be cool. That would be cool. Plenty of ammo cache from a heavy to stand on. Yes. I can imagine we're going to need a lot of ammo for Horde mode. Optional side objectives for added loot. Ooh, okay. This is the first time they mentioned optional side objectives with added loot. So I definitely agree with optional side objectives, especially with added loot. It's just funny how often it's being mentioned. Optional side objectives is being mentioned so often that I really hope the devs are on that. Because holy cow, people are going to be pretty disappointed. Maybe something like an optional hard mode within the mission itself. You press this button and it opens up another direction wave of attacks, but you get bonus rewards from it. Yes, I would much like that. And see, here's the thing. If horde mode is as bare bones as PvP, I do think people are going to be disappointed. So pretty much any of these extra elements is going to go far away. Like 100%. Not to say that if it is as, basic as PvP, that I wouldn't enjoy it. I would definitely enjoy it no matter what we get. But yeah, either way, some extra mechanics like optional hard mode or added loot from side objectives, that would definitely go a far way. Auto defenses, or perhaps a light resource system to buy upgrades on your base location. Okay. If we get this, dude, I would be so excited. Like, so somebody mentioned turrets, right? Now, just imagine, we get our resources and then you can upgrade those turrets. That would be so good, dude. Dude, honestly, this game has such a potential to have like one of the best horde modes ever made, dude. There's just so much in the universe they can use for this. But the entire horde mode doesn't revolve around this. Okay, that's fair enough. Run and gun style of horde mode map where we're not just staying in one place the whole time. Okay, so I agree, but again, I don't want them to, I don't want I don't want too many people just going out there and, trying to play hero ball. So for the most part, run and gun style, I would like to see if maybe there's a location that we need to team up at. And yeah, if somebody goes out there and they, risk reward, if there is something outside of the team oriented area, like let's say, one Vanguard goes out of the team area and they try to, get something like some sort of resource. Maybe there's a plan for a turret or something. Yeah. So that would be interesting. I don't mind staying in one place the entire time as long as we're teaming up. But yeah, it would be quite annoying losing horde matches just because there's just one guy who wants to go out there and play by himself and then we just die because he's dead and now we're playing the game with less players. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't want too many incentives for having people go out on their own. But yeah, just some sort of risk reward situation would be kind of cool. Having to advance or withdraw back to a Thunderhawk while holding off a huge wave of enemies. Yeah. I mean, that would be cool. Look, again, there's the only way they can really screw up this horde mode if it just doesn't work. Okay, different styles of horde mode. Never-ending hordes, mission objective-based hordes. So here's the thing. We have chaos, and then we also have tyranids. Maybe, we get 2 horde modes for each. Minorous swarms only, but dear Holy Emperor, there's a lot of them. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. But I do like melee attacking the Majorus. But okay, noted. But yeah, again, I don't want too many incentives to have people go off on their lonesome because that would definitely be a little bit of a risky situation. But if there's something worth it, then yeah, why not? It's us with our backs against the wall, and there's only one direction the enemy comes from. In World War Z, the horde mode has it so that the enemies come from every direction, and it's really messy and unsatisfying as a lot of the mobs just ignore you and funnel straight past you instead of fighting you. Oh, that's right. This is the same company who did World War Z. So, okay, at least they have experience with horde modes. That means they could be cooking something. I don't want endless horde mode either. I want there to be a definite end with the option to keep going until the failure once completed. I agree. The ability to place down defenses and turrets to help with hordes, so by the end, it just piles of bodies and a non-stop barrage of gunfire similar to the cinematic vistas in the campaign. the cinematic visuals in the campaign, I guess. Either way, yes, I agree. So this is one person who clearly played World War Z, and they are also suggesting turrets. So, you know, at least it's within their wheelhouse to get some turrets in there. You know, some sort of artillery. Add a fourth player, which is just a regular candidate, but they control AI Cadians. So wait, what are Cadians? Why add a fourth player as an NPC? I don't get that. And decide where they stand at their ground of defense. So like you can direct a platoon to post up on an edge or along a wall. Oh, okay. That would be interesting. So like, let's say there's only 3 classes, and then a fourth player would be like a sort of like an army NPC or like some sort of militia. I don't know. That's an interesting idea, but I feel like that could be a little bit too much. If there's a fourth player, I would rather a Space Marine there, and then and then have our turrets. That would be the way. You know, we could set up our base and have like a legit army. But you know what? Hey, why not? I like the idea, at least. The idea is pretty cool. What you described seems awesome. Also, what Manabor said, interactive environment, optional objectives, automated defense turrets, artillery strikes, Valkyrie bombings, spawn fortification, guard allies, reinforcements, seems awesome. What I was thinking is we could have a kind of battle royale map, just a bit of a wider space map where you first have some time to position yourself here or there, set up some defenses, gather some supplies, think strategy and such, and then waves start coming. I like that idea. Yeah, like, so if there's a team-oriented spot, yeah, why not have multiple spots that we could choose, like a different option? Yeah, I would like that idea. But like, yeah, if the map's super big, that could cause some problems because then, yeah, would be split up way too easily. But, I mean, it's kind of interesting. They did say Space Marine 2 was pretty close to being open world. So, again, a big map is definitely something that's within their wheelhouse. So, that you can play it some different ways. Yeah, I agree. Definitely, if you can set up your base, maybe have different options for a base. I would also love to see a lot of RNG in wave size and spawn points, such so that it won't get too repetitive. Yeah, but it is Horde mode, so like you do have to expect some sort of repetitiveness, and it's definitely like a grind, you know? So it's for a particular set of players, but at the same time in this game, it'll be perfect. But I do agree. Any way we can, you know, avoid things feeling same, like, you know, we should go for it. Repetitiveness can be fine if you expect it, but yeah, too much of it will definitely have us feeling worn out. Horde mode is an awesome idea. Lots of famous battles ended at a heroic last stand against a horde of Tyranids to be saved in the last moment. Horde mode reminds me of this piece all the time. Oh, okay, so they have like a model here. Let's check it out. Ooh, okay, yes. Something like this would be sick, dude. Holy cow. You can buy that? Like, dude, what do you even do with that? That looks so good. The wings? Okay, I feel like this game isn't really ready for wings, but could you imagine Space Marine 3 where, you know, that would be cool. That would be cool. Okay, yep. Good notes. Is there anyone sharing all those awesome ideas with Saber? I mean, really, brothers, some of these ideas you drop here are top stuff. Someone should reach out to Saber and at least give them the feedback. Or is it happening and I just don't know because I'm ignorant? Okay, so we haven't had any confirmation of any sort of details for Horde mode. But this is why I like making these videos. Just so, you know, the ideas here are a little bit more widespread. And yes, it would be more likely Saber would, you know, come across some of these ideas. For the most part, though, if they only hear these ideas like once or twice, they might not consider it. So if there's more people suggesting these things, then it is more likely we will get some of these things. However, since they did make World War Z, I am a bit more optimistic seeing that they worked on Horde modes before, that, you know, they might be able to, you know, stretch out the ideas a bit and have a little bit of a strategy going into this. So yeah, I do have faith in Saber pulling off a really interactive Horde mode for sure.